church regularly and those who don't. I think we make a mistake when we fail to acknowledge the power of faith in people's lives, in the lives of the American people. I think it's time that we join a serious debate about how to reconcile faith with our modern pluralistic society. And if we're going to do that, then we first need to understand that Americans are religious people. 90% of us believe in God. 70% affiliate themselves with an organized religion. 38% call themselves committed Christians. Whatever we once were, we are no longer a Christian nation, at least not just. We are also a Jewish nation, a Muslim nation, and a Buddhist nation, and a Hindu nation, and a nation of non-believers. And even if we did have only Christians in our midst, if we expelled every non-Christian from the United States of America, whose Christianity would we teach in the schools? Would it be James Dobson's or Al Sharps's? Which passages of Scripture should guide our public policy? Should we go with Leviticus, which suggests slavery is okay, and that eating shellfish is an abomination? Or we could go with Deuteronomy, which suggests stoning your child if he strays from the faith? Or should we just stick to the Sermon on the Mount, a passage that is so radical that it's doubtful that our own Defense Department would survive its application?
President Obama smeared Christians on Thursday. Here's the president at the National Prayer Breakfast.
And lest we get on our high horse and think this is unique to some other place, remember that during the Crusades and the Inquisition, people committed terrible deeds in the name of Christ. In our home country, slavery and Jim Crow all too often was justified in the name of Christ.
Did you ever imagine the day would come when an American president would twist and distort and insult those who follow Christ? On Wednesday, the president met privately with Muslim American leaders. The White House refuses to tell us who was in that meeting. Reporters were banned. The White House released a statement that read, in part, the president discussed the need to continue countering ISIL and other groups that commit horrific acts of violence, purportedly in the name of Islam. Purportedly, the Islamic radicals are not shouting Jesus saves when they crucify children and burn grown men alive. They're shouting Allah Akbar. Franklin Graham put it like this, writing in part on Facebook, Jesus taught peace, love, and forgiveness. He came to give his life for the sins of mankind, not to take life. Muhammad, on the contrary, was a warrior and killed many innocent people. True followers of Christ emulate Christ. True followers of Muhammad emulate Muhammad. But in the eyes of this president, those who follow Islam can do no wrong. And when push comes to shove, President Obama has demonstrated he will always stand with the Muslims.
It is time to leave the call of violence and the politics of division behind. On so many issues, we face a choice between the promise of the future or the prisons of the past. And we cannot afford to get it wrong. We must seize this moment. And America stands ready to work with all who are willing to embrace a better future. The future must not belong to those who target Coptic Christians in Egypt. It must be claimed by those in Tahrir Square who chanted, Muslims, Christians, we are one. The future must not belong to those who bully women. It must be shaped by girls who go to school and those who stand for a world where our daughters can live their dreams just like our sons. The future must not belong to those corrupt few who steal a country's resources. It must be won by the students and entrepreneurs, the workers and business owners who seek a broader prosperity for all people. Those are the women and men that America stands with. Theirs is the vision we will support. The future must not belong to those who slander the Prophet of Islam. But to be credible, those who condemn that slander must also condemn the hate we see in the images of Jesus Christ that are desecrated, or churches that are destroyed, or the Holocaust that is denied. The future must not belong to those who slander the Prophet of Islam.
Has not talked about my Muslim faith, and you're absolutely right that has not
Christian
come
faith.
My Christian faith. And well, what I'm saying is that he hasn't suggested that I'm a Muslim.
Hey, get out of here.
That's the most persistent fly I've ever seen. Nice.
Now, where were we? That was pretty impressive, wasn't it? I got it. I got the second. What do you think, Gibbs?
That is very good. It's on. It's right there.
Right there. You want to film that? There it is.
Mary Jo White to lead the Security and Exchange Commission, and Richard Cordray to continue leading the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. This guy's bothered me. As a young girl, Mary Jo White was a big fan of the Hardy Boys.
They had high-quality insurance through the high-tech company that Nathan helped to found. But when that insurer saw Thomas's claims, it began jacking up premiums for all of Nathan's employees and their families. No other insurer would take Nathan as long as Thomas was on the policy. Get out of here. You've seen me grab one of those before. So, as Nathan's family neared their lifetime limit, a social worker actually suggested that Nathan and his wife get divorced so that she could go on Medicaid. She lost her job during treatment. The coverage she had through her husband's employer has a lifetime limit of $1 million. And so, like Nathan, they worry they'll hit that limit.
Hey, get out of here.
That's the most persistent fly I've ever seen.
There is a storm coming like nothing you have ever seen, and not a one of you is prepared for it.
Sam.
Okay.
We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. We gotta go right now.
Listen to me, Steve.
No, you don't understand. We've gotta go.
Go where?
No, we gotta go. What the hell are you talking about?
Steve, this is important. Go where? That's right. Go where? What happened in your room? Are you listening? What happened in your room is not an isolated incident. It is something that is happening everywhere to everyone. So, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna run? Where are you gonna hide? Nowhere. Because there's no one like you left.
short, gentlemen, I do not know of any organisation or institution of over 40 years' existence that does not have deep within it some seeds of sin, corruption, or ineptitude. Severe self-examination and reform will indeed be necessary. To suggest otherwise is to fly in the face of simple fact